Taking a look at an interesting little laptop here. It's a 7-inch notebook, and it's I guess got SD cards and wireless. It's a pretty inexpensive one, but it's kind of neat. Comes in a pretty simple box. Actually a pretty nice little charger. And there might be some manuals in here. Nope, nothing. So it doesn't come with a lot of support. Taking a look at it. Nice and small. It's a 7-inch laptop. So it's about a little over 8 inches this way. About almost 6 inches that way. And just a little over an inch tall. We've got a couple of USB ports over here. Nothing up front. We've got an SD card and an earphone and a microphone. Another USB in back. Network, power. Pretty much everything you need, nothing you don't need. So let's take a look inside. Looks like a little laptop. We'll turn it on. Boots up pretty quick. It uses Windows CE, which is not so great. Kind of a limited operating system. Not really growing, so it's not going to be a powerhouse little tiny computer, but for certain applications it might work pretty well. It actually took a little longer to boot this time than it normally does. And that might be because it was identifying its wireless signal. But you can see we have some sort of a widget here on the desktop, and then some. It looks like the old Windows 3.1, but it's Windows CE. We've got a battery indicator over here. According to the battery indicators, it's got a pretty good battery life. We'll open up the wireless here. And we're using the Evo as a wireless connection here. So we'll highlight it. We'll click connect. We'll give it the network key. So we'll click OK there. We'll open up Internet Explorer. Now it's taking a little time to open the page. Again, it's not the fastest processor. But there's Google. So we'll type in search term and see what we get. Well, this looks like a pretty good site. We'll check it out. And eventually the website will come up. So, pretty neat little computer. It's a little too slow for any real work. It would be good for a kid, I think. These run about $80. You buy them from China. This one was a gift from some sort of a seminar or something. So again, they're small and they can do things that a big computer can do, just not as fast. So since internet stuff usually is pretty small, but can be a little bit tough for a little computer like this, we'll close out of there, and we'll open up the calculator. You can see that it's a pretty easy to use calculator. It's got a YouTube application here, and you just type in a search phrase. And then you click search. And this is almost like an application, but it's really just a little program that's running. So you can see it's an interesting interface. It happened a bit quicker than the browser, I'd say, but it's a little less than the browser for sure. So we'll just pick one here. And it looks like that'll open up the video. Oh, file not found. So there must be something wrong with their little application here. I'll try picking another one real quick. No, something wrong with that little YouTube application then. And this is just software that came with it. We literally just took it out of the box and turned it on here. Let's take a look at its resources. We can see that it has a Bluetooth control panel, one for the modem, we'll go into its system information, and it's running Windows CE version 6. This one has 128 megabytes of RAM. And you can see that the RAM is divided between memory and storage. And it looks like it's an ARM processor. A WM8505. So not exactly a powerhouse, but for $85, again, to learn some basics or to just have a very lightweight little laptop for limited use, it might just fit the bill. I like the keyboard, that it has the F keys separate from the number keys. It's got the function key down here, which is sort of annoying, and a sleep key right between the control and alt. So for a laptop you're going to use a lot, that might be annoying. Otherwise pretty easy to use. The trackpad's actually pretty nice with the buttons on either side. And that's the No Name 7-inch notebook. I think for a kid or for maybe monitoring something, this might be a decent little computer. But for the most part, most people are going to want to pass on something like this. Although it looks like a computer, it's really about the same insides as like a GPS unit or a big calculator. So although it looks like it's a laptop, it can handle functions, it really can't.